live at Beecher High School, where last year the Bucs returned to glory, winning their first state title in 25 years with a perfect 28-0 record. Now they look to do it again, and ABC 12 will be there every step of the way. I have been given exclusive inside access, and we will show you the Beecher Bucs story on and off the court right here every single Tuesday. It's a segment we will call Inside BucTown, and here is a sneak peek.
Roy Marble called us last night. It's humbling to be considered and to be now right up there with all those great teams that have played in the past at Beecher, and to add to the legacy of Beecher.
Tradition never graduates. From Roy Marble and Mose Lacey to the current two-time Class C Player of the Year, Monte Morris, Beecher is the District of Champions again.
Our goals ain't the same as everybody else's. Our expectations ain't the same as everybody else's. We didn't win it last year when we hit the floor. I told y'all in practice it was one, didn't I? I told you before we went to Lansing, it was already won, because y'all put in the work. I ain't trying to win it by 20 this year. I'm trying to win it by 30. That's the mark.
We don't want to be so-called just to defend the state champs. We want to go after people just like I know they're coming after us.
Yeah, they came over there like, can we get you a Monte autograph? Right in the middle of the game.
Dedication and sacrifice is being displayed by one of your teammates. He suffered the biggest loss that we could suffer in our lives, and he here with y'all. He ain't take off an hour. Y'all playing for each other, baby.
My heart dropped. My heart dropped. Like, I was scared. Took his last breath, I was right there, and it was hard to see.
These are like my sons. They setting a standard for all the kids in our city that we don't have to act up. We don't have to. We can achieve. We can be successful.
Y'all gonna lose. Man, we ain't gonna lose nothing.
This what I think about while you were sleeping.
It's about being disciplined. It's about being reliable. It's about execution. It's about playing together, about sacrificing, about dedication. And I ain't said nothing about basketball yet.
Some of these kids really do have amazing stories, and we will bring them to you every Tuesday right here on ABC 12. All great teams have at least one great player. The defending state champion Beecher Bucs are no exception. They've made it to the Final Four 3 straight years and are currently riding a 37-game winning streak, thanks to a player who could go down as one of the all-time greats from Flint, the two-time Class C Player of the Year, Monte Morris.
Most basketball players dream about making it to the NBA, but for Monte Morris, his dream was putting on the red and white and taking the floor inside the Mose Lacey Fieldhouse at Beecher.
I would just come watch them put on the show back in 03, 04. When me and my mom was at my house, she used to always get on me because I'd come home from their games and go play on the little rim I put up on my wall and say the national anthem and then call them out and play just like them. So I was very excited, to know I was coming to Beecher my freshman year and, getting a chance to start a legacy like they did.
But Monte's legacy started long before his freshman year. In almost Anakin Skywalker-esque fashion, word on the street was a young boy named Man was going to bring Beecher back to prominence.
I knew when he was in the 4th grade that he would be a very good basketball player because he just had some things that you couldn't teach. That is God-given. One of the things that I remember playing him one-on-one when he was in the 4th grade is I couldn't take the ball from him unless I knocked him down.
and no team has been able to knock him down since. Monte took over an 0-5 squad as a freshman and led them all the way to the Breslin. They've been back every year.
We just came out established who is the best. We practiced hard all week, and coach been on us, so we knew if we lost, we was going home. So we just came out, played hard, and finished.
And Man now finishes his career as arguably the best player in the state, and without question, one of the top point guards in the entire country.
He's up top at the top, you know. So, yeah, one of the best in the area I played in the country, you know.
He's somebody that, you know, he's only going to come along once every 10 to 20 years. The way he understands the game, you know, he's kind of a prodigy. He makes it look somewhat effortless. It's kind of like he's playing chess and he's 2 or 3 moves ahead of everybody else. Without question, he's one of the best players to ever come out of Flint. I put him up there with all the greats because he's proven it.
And in June, Man joined the greats, earning a high major Division I scholarship to play for Fred Hoiberg at Iowa State.
I was calling you to let you know if you ain't heard that I'm going to be a Cyclone.
Oh, that's awesome news, man. You won't regret this decision, I promise.
We made goals together for him to play at a major Division I college. So for me, it was just like to watch a dream come true.
Really pay attention to what's going on because it can be all of you, not just him. We are capable. You can do it. All you gotta do is make your mind up, work hard, and you too can pick the school that you want to go to. It doesn't necessarily have to be about athletics.
He represents hope, and hope is something that helps everybody wake up and look forward to the next day. And some of these kids can take note, and they got special abilities and special talents.
A lot of people look up to him. You feel me? I'm proud of him, you know. Like, I look up to him. I hope I be there someday.
Coach Mike pushed me like, Mateen used to do this and all that. I want the coaches talking to them young guys like, Monte used to do that. So that's my motivation. So I really want to leave a good legacy here.
I look forward to him growing and seeing him develop into a mature man and seeing what he accomplishes with his life, because there's some great things ahead for him.
The Beecher basketball team cruised to the #1 ranking in Class C with a 10-0 record. But Saturday brought the ultimate challenge. The top-ranked team in Class A and 24th-ranked team in the country, Detroit Pershing. ABC 12 was the only television station from the entire state at this game. We have the highlights and behind-the-scenes drama this week inside BucTown.
The Bucks have yet to be tested, winning by an average of 29 points per game. But Saturday would be the equivalent of taking the bar exam, a #1 versus #1 matchup with Detroit Pershing, the school that produced Michigan State captains Keith Appling and Derek Nix. To get prepared for the game, Beecher scrimmaged a group of Flintstones who now play professionally in Europe.
You gotta work. You gotta work. The moment you think it's easy, it's over. It's over, right? Just like they gave it to you, just take it. It's over.
I would say this is the biggest game I ever played there. This meant a lot to us because we're like the underdog coming in, and they're a big Class A team, and we're like the little Class C team. So we're ready to prove everybody wrong.
They talk about how big Detroit is. It ain't the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. You understand? And I know I got 13 dogs in here ready to fight tonight. We going that day in. We ain't come down here for nothing. We ain't about that talk. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
losing. I do this in my sleep right now. What you hearing is me snoozing. Silver stones in the chain, rappers clueless. I talk big money, keep you weighing your 2 cents. Look, I make it look good, homie. Squad chain, yeah, look good, homie. Untouchable, you can't lose it. Watch out, make them lose it. To my girls on the block, to my girls in the spot with their legs out, I can make them say, hey. I can hear them on the block, I can hear them in the spot of the trap house. I can make them say, hey, hey. 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 I can make them say, hey, hey.
They can't handle our defense, man. They not better than us. Y'all see that, right?
Hey. I can make them say, hey.
We gotta win this quarter. Yeah.
First 3 minutes, man.
First 3 minutes, man. We gotta win this.
Turn it up. Some more.
We got to go back on the attack. Y'all got to do whatever y'all got to do down there. Scrap, fight, pull, kick. Hey, we all right. We got to keep playing.
It was a feeling I hadn't had since my sophomore year. You know, we was up 16 at halftime. And yeah.
The feeling that you feel now, you got to bring that to practice. Y'all prove that you one of the top teams in the state, regardless of class.
Make me hungry. Like this next game, I feel bad for whoever we play.
This is the best compliment I ever got. They coaches just told me we ain't never coming to Flint. They don't want to see y'all again. They just told me that. They don't want to come to Flint. Ain't nobody played them the way y'all played them. But y'all see what it's going to take for us to win another state championship.
And that next game that Emmanuel Pfeiffer was talking about is at Mount Morris tonight at 7 o'clock. After losing their first game in nearly 2 years, the Beecher basketball team started a new winning streak last week with 2 lopsided wins. Meanwhile, senior guard Eric Cooper has been dealing with a pair of devastating losses. We have his story this week inside BucTown.
Adversity is something the Bucks aren't familiar with on the court. They have won 40 of their last 41 games by an average of nearly 30 points a night, with their only loss coming to the 22nd ranked team in the nation. But off the court is a different story, and no one has been hit harder than senior guard Eric Cooper.
My heart dropped. My heart dropped. Dad got diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. My granny just passed last week from breast cancer, and it's rough for an 18-year-old kid to go through something like that in this stage of his life. When you have somebody to look up to, and now he's sick, and you gotta really care for him.
Is it any day type of thing, or?
The doctors gave him 2 weeks to a month, but I don't listen to that. God has the final say so. My dad passed away on the 3rd at 1 a.m. Took his last breath. I was right there, and it was hard to see.
Dedication and sacrifice is being displayed by one of your teammates. He suffered the biggest loss that we could suffer in our lives, and he here with y'all. He ain't take off an hour. Y'all playing for each other, baby. Let's go, together. 1, 2, 3, together. Get somewhere, get quiet, and get focused.
Less than 48 hours after losing his dad, Eric Cooper Sr., Eric Jr. scored 13 points in a 39-point win over Lakeville.
I'm kind of speechless because I don't know how I would handle that as a grown man. You know, the kid is just remarkable. I would say he's the definition of strength right now.
I played for Cooper and his family. It's real emotional though, but he's a competitor. He gonna use it as motivation. I know he is.
I played for him. I've been playing every game for him, really. But today, I had to kind of clear my mind a little bit. So that's why I was out here today, to help my teammates and let them down.
And on top of dealing with his dad and grandmother's death, Eric had to make a decision about his future as he was in the middle of a recruiting battle to play college football as a wide receiver.
I feel like he may be probably the best receiver, bar any classes, in the state of Michigan. Just knowing receivers, knowing what I know, I do know a little something about that. The kid can play.
Beecher took on Durand on the eve of Eric's father's funeral, and before the game, Eric finally got the Division I scholarship offer he was waiting for.
Central Michigan. Yes? Yes, sir. Yeah, it was a blessing. Coach Enos had came to the school and gave me the scholarship. That later on that night, 28 points. Every shot was just falling in, and I was blessed. So yeah, I know I made him proud.
But well beyond the Division I scholarship or the career-high 28 points, Eric Sr. would be most proud of the way his son has continued to be there for his teammates, and especially the woman who is his best friend for 25 years.
Strong, very strong. He's my rock. He keeps me going. He's the man of the house now, so right now he's doing okay. I'm gonna trust him that he's been raised the right way and that he'll be successful.
Very thankful, because most people out here don't have fathers to show them the rights and wrongs in the world. But me, I had that, and it's hard to imagine life without him. I love my pops, man. I love him. I want to replace him for another one. He's the best. I love him.
The Beecher basketball team will play its final game of the regular season on Thursday. Then it's off to the playoffs, where the Bucs will try for a second straight state championship. BucTown is clicking on all cylinders, but off the court, the greater Flint area has had its well-documented issues. This past week, Forbes named Flint the second most depressed city in America, and it's been near or at the top of the list of most dangerous cities in the country for years. I sat down with the Beecher seniors to see how all of this affects them this week inside BucTown.
Phenomenal, how I'm watching them topple like dominoes. My drive let me cruise through missions that seem impossible. You out of luck.
What are some of the misconceptions of Beecher?
I think we don't get enough credit with, the students at our school. It's barely violence that go on at our school. We don't have that many fights like Flint schools. They look at Beecher like we worse than the Flint schools, and we far from it. You can come through our school and you probably won't even, want nobody disrespect you. You wouldn't know.
Like before I came down here, people were telling me oh, Beecher bad, people gonna rob you, they're shooting dice in the bathroom. And when I came here, I'm like, Beecher's not bad. It wasn't even worse than the school I came from.
It was Sesame Street, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
The heart of the FLI, Flint City, notorious for being ready to die.
What do you guys do to keep that image away? Like, what if
we try to, when we come to our games, we try to not sag, be gentlemen, take our hats off in the building and things like that, to just show that we young men too, and we should get the same credit as those kids that's out far, that's rich and things like that. So I just feel like if we keep doing the little things, the big things take care of themselves. So.
Yeah, and I think that we got a different mindset than what they had back then. I ain't gonna say that we are being raised better than them, but we come in the game showing the best of the best because we want to be the best, so we gotta show everybody how to do it.
Hard for me to take a compliment, cause I'm from Flint, where young people die. To see 25 is an accomplishment.
How hard is it to stay out of trouble?
It's not hard, matter of fact, because we are so used to staying in here and getting out of practice, going home, taking a shower and going right to sleep. It's not really hard.
And when we ain't got practice at 6, we got it right after school, and if we ain't got it after school, it's a game. So only time we really have a day off is on Saturdays, and on Saturdays your body be tired. You just be wanting to play the game or something.
But many times trouble can find you, like after Beecher's first game of the season when there was a shooting in the parking lot at Flint Northern. The Bucks sat in their bus only 100 feet away.
What does that guy do to you guys? Does it even affect you anymore? Does it even bother you anymore?
It affects us, but we try to not let it affect us a lot. Like, we want to have a game where it's no commotion and we can just win and stuff like that. Everybody should just go home. But we don't want to be in hostile environments. Right. So we try to just keep the game.
Why doesn't that affect you though?
I'll tell you.
Because we're focused, man.
But I don't mean basketball, I mean like life in general.
Oh, just because, probably because, we all got dreams, We know if we get in some trouble or be around that stuff, it can be gone like that. And I think this era with us being class of 13, we done seen guys fall. So we know, it can be taken away from you that quick. So we try to just stay on our job and just stay with the basketball and things like that.
You told me, both of you told me, like you don't even get scared anymore.
Mm-mm.
Like
it's second nature.
It's like second nature. Like, okay, they shooting.
You just don't want. You just hope it ain't none of your people that around it.
You scared for the kids that's around vicinities during our basketball games, and they shooting like they don't got no mind.
Yeah.
So I just feel that they shouldn't do that around kids and families. Yeah. Because there'll be elderly people there 80 years old at our games. So it's not right.
And then when we was on the bus, we was 50 feet away from it, but it seemed like we was 10 blocks away from it because we was a family on the bus. We felt safe, because we had each other. So it just felt.
Well, what does that say about where we're at, though? Is that weird that doesn't affect you guys at all?
It's weird.
It's normal.
It's probably not normal about other people looking at us, but
it's pretty much.
We grew up since we were little, people shooting around, people getting shot right in front of you, so that we know that we should just go home and just lay low, have no trouble with all the troublemakers. Just go home, be in the book, study your basketball, study your schoolwork, go home, have fun with your family.
This is exactly why we wanted to take you inside BucTown this season. It is about much more than basketball to these kids. But if Monte Morris and the Bucks continue on the path that they're on, they're going to be successful both on and off the court. The Beecher basketball team began their quest for a second straight state championship last night with a 49-point victory in the first round of the playoffs. Last Thursday, the Bucks held parent night, giving the seniors a chance to reflect on their careers. But they know none of those prior accomplishments guarantee them anything come this postseason. We take you behind the scenes of the end of the regular season and the beginning of the playoffs this week inside BucTown.
What I think about while you were sleeping.
Another big, strong senior. We want to thank him for coming here to Beecher and helping us win that state championship. Mr. Mark.
You guys gotta take a second to reflect on the journey that you've had so far.
I remember me being a baby. You said my name when I hit my first point in high school, that three-pointer against Northern. So it felt like it happened like that. But I'm blessed, like Coach Mike said. I'm taking everything in, accomplishments.
It's kind of hard to know that it's coming to an end. State championship, districts 3 times in a row, regionals, quarterfinals. You can't ask for nothing better than that. And it's been a good effect on my life.
This is the last time you will play with a promise that you have another game. After tonight, you 0-0, and the season starts over. And it's no different than what's getting ready to happen to you seniors in real life. The preseason is over. You guys are getting ready to go into manhood.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive our trespasses, just forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not, temptation. This is our kingdom, our glory, forever and ever. Amen.
This is my last go-round. I'm trying to go out with a bang. I'm just going to take my game to the next level.
Anybody can lose on any given day, so we just trying to take every game like it's the last.
And as hard as we've been working, it's people been working since last year when we won it to try to beat us, to knock us out. And believe me, they believe they can do it. Don't nobody owe y'all nothing. Remember that when you turn 18 and you get out of high school, don't nobody owe you nothing. Anything you want, you better go out and get it on your own. You can't ask nobody to give you nothing. Only thing that you can do is prepare for your opportunities. You're going to earn it. That's the only way you deserve stuff. That's the only way you get it. And that's the only way you appreciate it. Now we got to finish the journey.
And it will take 7 more wins to finish that journey. The Bucks take on Atherton in the district semifinal at Beecher Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Beecher coach Mike Williams isn't shy about saying transfer student Markel Lucas was the missing piece that helped the Bucks win a state championship a year ago. But more importantly, Markel has helped his family pick up the pieces of their shattered hearts after unthinkable tragedy. We have Markel's story this week inside BucTown.
I attribute any amount of well-being that I have now to him, because I didn't have the will to want to go on.
From Beecher, number 23, Markel Lucas.
Markel Lucas lived in Detroit with his mother and attended Consortium High School. But after playing AAU basketball with Beecher standout Monte Morris in the summer of 2011, Markel decided to move to Flint with his father, Miguel Swain, to become a Buck and build a better relationship with his dad.
When I came down here and started spending more time with her, we got to know each other better more and more. Then we started clicking well, and he just started helping me out with, life situations.
That was the big thing. He wanted to raise his son. He knew he only had a few more years left, and he had wanted to build a strong relationship with him before he got into manhood.
But little did Miguel know, his time with Markel would be much shorter than that.
That night's a blur.
I can't forget, you know, what happened and where I was and the time. It was the day after my birthday.
He called us around like 7-something and told us to put on our clothes. You know, he finna take us all to the movie. So I was at the house with Markel when he got the news.
On the night of October 16th, 2011, only 4 months after Markel moved to Flint, his father, 38-year-old Miguel Swain, was found shot and killed inside his van on Grace Street.
You know, Markel just started crying. I got around him and put my arms around him and everything. You know, it was just crazy.
It was just a sick feeling, you know. I just felt empty, like I didn't have nothing left in me.
But despite losing his father in Flint, Markel wanted to stay with his grandmother so he could continue going to Beecher. But she wasn't so sure.
I was just in a bad space, given the fact that my son had just been killed, and I just didn't know if I was capable of giving him what he needed.
Sometimes I could just, you know, when we talking, she just give me that look because I look so much like my dad. Like she just misses him a lot, you know. She took it hard and she's taking every day hard. Sometimes she just break down when she talking to me. You know, it kind of hurts me.
Why did you want to stay?
I think I wanted to stay because I didn't want to quit, you know, because my dad always told me never to give up or quit. If anything happened, he said just always stick to it.
And he's done exactly that. Markel helped lead the Bucs to a perfect 28-0 season a year ago, and they're the favorites to win the state championship again this year. But what his grandmother is most proud of is the man he became because of the man he lost.
My 2 children tell me this. They said, Mom, if Mark hadn't been there, I don't know if he would have lived. Really a beautiful kid. Beautiful in that he's come here not to create problems, but to give me new life, you know. New life that I didn't really think was possible.
His dad told me, you know, talking right over here in the gym, that our blessings were coming. And that, you know, that's why he was drawn to us.
We come together as a team knowing how important everyone is, every last person on our team is to us. So, you know, we just try to take that in consideration with all the deaths, that we don't want to be a part of that.
Hill just came along, but he's still been around for a minute. He's still been around. So, yeah, we just treat each other as brothers. You need this, I got you. He need that, I got it.
It's been special to be able to have the relationship with him and know that his father trusted me and wanted him to be here, and how successful it's turned out.
What keeps you going? What keeps you driving? What keeps you moving? And how do you?
What keeps me driving, what keeps me motivated is when I think about how hard he used to push me when I work out. And, you know, it just you know, gives me that you know, that power or that motivation to make me work harder and, you know, keep going forward.
Markel is being recruited by a number of Division II schools. He plans on majoring in forensic science and wants to become a crime scene investigator so he can help solve cases like the one that took his father. Miguel's murder remains unsolved. Glenn Rice and Calvin Torbert, those are the only Flint area players to win Michigan's Mr. Basketball Award until yesterday, when they were joined by Beecher's Monte Morris. Man saw a dream come true, being named the best baller in the state. To understand why, you need to look no further than last Wednesday's game, when Monte overcame an injury to lead Beecher to a 4th straight regional title. We have Mr. Basketball's story this week inside BucTown.
This is passion to the day I'm in my town. This is what I think about while you were sleeping.
How bad?
I tweaked it earlier. I
I just did it again.
You tweaked it or you turned it?
I just turned it.
I snapped on his foot.
Hey, look. We probably gonna have to go to half without him. You gotta play now. You gotta play defense, or we going home. Do you understand? Everybody gotta step up now. Your safety valve is gone.
What you mean?
So everybody gotta step up and play.
Huh? No.
I just wanted to win, just actually. At this point of the season, anything I gotta do, I'm gonna do it.
I told his mom.
He said, hi, Miss Basketball, Mom. And I said, hi, just thinking, he was going to ask me something else. And he said, no, I'm for real. And I said, you for real?
I was in my room, actually. And when my mama talked like that, something had to happen.
And I said, no, for real, for real? He said, I'm for real. And I was just like, my day.
Said she got something to tell me. And I was like, what is it? Is bad news or what is it? I didn't know. She was like, you won it, son. And then it just felt a shock to me, like, wow. Like, I just wanted to go outside and just yell, just scream.
He closed the door and he said, and that man got Mr. Basketball. I didn't cry, I didn't get teary-eyed, but I tell you what, it shook me up because this is bigger than basketball.
We're here today for the 32nd annual Mr. Basketball Award ceremony.
Good job, baby. You gonna cry?
We have our third winner from Flint. Let's give Monty Morris a feature a hand.
How crazy is that, man? It's crazy.
I want to, it's touching me, I'm sorry, but, it's an honor to win this award. Not only it's an individual award, I'm much of a team player, and I want to give thanks to my teammates, Without them, none of this is possible. Them pushing me every day, making me the best player I can be, on and off the court, school-wide too. And I want to thank the entire state of Michigan for recognizing me, to win this award. And it's a good thing that I bring this back to the Flint community and the entire Beecher community.
Being part of Beecher and being part of the Buccaneer family, I feel like I won, Right out of small Beecher. Not Flint, but Beecher. We got a kid that we produced, and here we are. I'm excited.
Great role model, provides hope for our city. Kids don't have an excuse where we're from anymore. They say we can't do this, we can't do that. We can accomplish anything.
It's everything. I mean, it's everything, and we deserve it. As a community, we deserve it. Go Bucks, we deserve it.
Just look at the kid and what he's done for the basketball program. Lost one game in 2 years. Win Mr. Basketball. Undefeated season, win a championship. Like, that says a lot.
We're going to make sure we put a huge picture up that'll be up forever until the school crumbles. But he's the first one, to win Mr. Basketball in Beecher history.
Will you ever coach another kid like that?
I hope so.
No matter what he does in life, he's always going to be known as Mr. Basketball.
And Monte says he's not going to celebrate until he's known as Mr. Back-to-Back state champion. Beecher tips off against Detroit Consortium in the quarterfinals in about 10 minutes. The Beecher basketball team began the season with one goal, and on Saturday, they accomplished it. The Bucks became only the 5th Flint area team to win back-to-back state championships, and they did it against all odds. We had the journey through the final week of the season and honor our Advanced Physical Therapy Center Athletes of the Week on a championship edition of Inside BucTown.
A year ago, Beecher beat Detroit Consortium at the buzzer in the regional final. This year, they met again with a trip to the Breslin Center on the line.
Keep your composure, all right? Winning time. That's why y'all run all them Buccaneers. Turn the heat up. They can't handle our pressure, all right? No. Hey, no. Let's pick it up. Right now.
It was so hard to handle because, you know, I just wish my dad could be here for that victory, you know. And it's just, I just pointed up to the air after that because I knew it was all for him. I got to finish it out for him.
I'm not satisfied. We were supposed to win. We number 1. We the champs. We got 2 more. Ain't nobody crying about this. We were supposed to win. Let's go. That's what we worked so hard for. Let's go. 2 more. 2 more.
Make that 1 more. The Bucks cruised through the state semifinals. Mr. Basketball Monte Morris had 29 points, 8 assists, and 6 boards, leading Beecher past Monroe St. Mary 73-55. That set up the title game against Langsburg for a chance at back-to-back state championships.
Still hungry. We got 32 minutes left. And you know, we're going to learn from history. We know what happened the last time Beecher was here to try to repeat.
It is 32-31. Beecher ahead of Buena Vista. The sophomore, Ernest Stewart, at the free throw line for the second of his 1-and-1. He made the first to give his team the lead.
3 seconds to go. Second one off the mark. Jackson, Coles could win it if he makes it. Oh, no! Oh, my goodness! Chris Coles has made a shot from 3/4 court. Amazing!
Play to your level and get out there and you play ball. You win you another championship. Okay? That's a heck of a thing. You had the biggest smile on your face, and the people in this community be smiling with you, along with me. All right? Yes, sir. Okay.
I got food poisoning or something. I felt light. I woke up about 6 this morning, lightheaded. Kept going back and forth to the restroom.
It's my last game. You know, pain only temporary. So, I mean, I'm gonna fight with him at 4:30.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
If you handle your job, you will be state champions. We ain't worried about losing. We too busy thinking about winning. Let's go.
It's gonna be history. Matter of fact, it's gonna be history for me, the team, the Beecher community. It's gonna be history.
He spent most of halftime sick. In fact, they're going to take him to the locker room.
Y'all gonna have to look deep down inside yourself and ask yourself who you really are. We get ready to go on a run right now, okay?
Zielinski saved inside. Blocked. What a block shot by Monte Burns. That's a state championship block.
3 seconds to go. Off the mark. Jackson. Coles could win it if he makes it. Oh, no! Oh, my goodness! Coles has made a shot!
Jalen Pettis is going to shoot the free throws.
Been the hardest and the best 2 years of my life because I went through so much during these last 2 years, and to come out on top, it just feels so good.
2, baby. We got 2, right?
Man, this is brotherhood, man. My team means a lot to me. I look at all these guys on my team as brothers.
There's no excuse not to accomplish your goal. You just got to settle.
It was a storybook finish. I did some things, you know, that's rare. It probably won't happen again. I'm just happy that I attended, you know, Beach.